Okay.
Hello, Chris. How's it going today? My name's
Hel-
Martin. I'm with Gart.
Hello, it's very nice to meet you, Martin.
I'm very excited to pursue the opportunities that have been placed in front of us. It seems like we
Oh
could be
yeah.
very good potential business partners. But before we get all to the nitty gritty and all that, how have you been? The weather's finally starting to get better.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the weather. The winter is rough around here, but I'm excited getting out back on the golf course, and
Oh, golfing with some friends.
trying to do some more networking. Of course, a great place to get some of those connections built.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Maybe after this we could go golf sometime. There's a few
Hey, I
nice.
wouldn't be opposed to that.
All right. Awesome. So tell me, Chris, how's your company's revenue been recently?
Oh, we've been doing pretty good, but we're always looking to, optimize how much we can really bring in revenue each
There's always
quarter.
there's always that room for improvement. That's
Oh yeah,
the great business minds say. The money that you're making can always be improved. All
that's
right.
what they say.
That's what they say. That's what my mentor told me. That's how we need
Yeah.
to do. So outside of the revenue scenario, how would you say your business does on research? Would you say you guys have adequate research? Because nowadays research is one of the leading factors in how successful a company can be.
Yeah. So we're doing a pretty good job with cost optimization, but that is something that we do want to improve. But our biggest thing that we would like to improve is the our research capabilities within our business. We're
Mhm.
finding some bottlenecks in kind of just trying to find the data that we're looking for. So if you have something to streamline that research, it's really kind of what we're looking for today.
Well, luckily for you, I have exactly that.
Oh,
And
well, it's good to hear.
before we move on to that, let me ask you, as a CIO, do you guys ever get professional one-on-one training? Does the company ever bring in anybody to train you specifically or train the CIO?
Since I have been here, I have not had any additional CIO training, but that could be in the works, but it's not something I'm privy to at the moment.
Okay, okay, okay. What you're telling me is your goals as a business, you would like to improve your cost optimization, drive up your revenues, increase profits. You would like to
Yeah.
uh, make your research more efficient so you're not wasting time and getting stuck at bottlenecks.
Yep, that's correct.
And maybe not as important, but you're a great business mind. I can tell. It's always good to learn from people who have a little bit more experience.
Oh yeah, you got to always be the dumbest person in the room so you can be the smartest in the next.
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about our research, because that was something it seemed you were very excited about. And honestly, as Gartner, we're very proud of this. We have one of the leading research in the entire IT business. So we have a database that runs completely through our system, and it also runs through other systems. So we have other companies that we're working with their data and all of that. So I think with a company like yours, that could really help you look at the metrics of the demographics that are getting your products, where the shipping is, and then also it can research not only where those things are going, but how much you're paying for it and how much you could pay less. So not only does that research start, that also draws into the cost optimization before we
Yeah,
even.
that sounds like a great benefit for our business. I really like the thing you mentioned about being able to kind of have a kind of a bank of data where we
Mhm.
can kind of draw from, improve our products using maybe data that other companies were able to obtain. And that's something that we're really, really interested in. And I do agree with you. I think that with all of these, just optimizing how we're going to be able to research and how we're going to be able to access different pieces of data, it's going to really help us optimize cost. I mean, information is king.
Yep, information is king, and whenever you can get information, because of course you're able to get what's widely available to the public, but
Yeah,
whenever you can get that nitty gritty, the real statistics, that's what
yep,
can give you the edge in this business world today.
and that's what
So
we all need.
if you can see, I have sent a picture of the costs and a description of the product in your email. For some reason,
Yeah.
it is not letting me share my screen, so I have been able to send it to you on that.
Yep. That's no problem. I can see it right here.
So looking at that, if I were to guarantee you that Eskridge would be able to up their profits, up their revenues, make their research more efficient than it has ever been, and give you one-on-one CIO training, would you be interested in having a partnership with us today?
You know, a lot of the information you shared with me today hits on those big things that we're really trying to accomplish today. So I really appreciate that. I'm looking at the thing you sent me, and I'm pretty appreciative of it. I like some of these numbers, but as a business, we kind of need to discuss as a group. I don't want to make any decisions that my superiors or my coworkers aren't going to be very happy with. So we might just need a little bit of time, maybe a few days or at least a day or so to just kind of talk it over with the rest of the crew and see what we really are looking for and if, you know, your product hits that mark.
I 100% get that. I 100% get that. And, you know, it's not always important just to make the sale today. I can tell that this is the start of a business relationship. So let me, before we make any rash decisions or before anything else happens, let me just give you a little bit more information, a little proof in the pudding, they could say. So the last four companies that we have worked with, their average profits have shot up 35%. And
Pretty
that's
impressive.
the last four we've worked with, and we started working with them at the beginning of last year. So that is a drastic rate of increase. Not only with those companies have we increased their profits, but they've all said that the one-on-one CIO training has allowed them to be able to network themselves and maybe push their businesses in different directions that they never expected possible.
Yeah, I see that CIO coaching as something that could be really valuable. It's nothing our company has ever really done, and I think it's something that could really just benefit us as a whole and help with our professional development.
Is there any other objections that you're feeling? I know you said you wanted to take some time, talk to the company, and I get that, of course.
Yeah,
Very
we
important.
definitely will need some time, but yeah, the only thing I'm looking at on that figure you sent me, that the prices that I'm seeing, they're
Mhm.
pretty steep, and I'm not sure if there's any leeway on that. I'm also not exactly sure how it compares to the rest of the market, so that's something that I would have to research in the time that you would give us to make a decision.
And I will tell you straight up, our product is, I wouldn't say it's highly priced for the market. I'd say we're very competitively priced for the market. But the difference is those places, their rate of increase, say their ROI, their ROA,
Mhm.
the return on investment from the product is not nearly what the companies that are willing to put that extra 10,000, 15,000 into it to really push their company forward.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I get that, pay for quality and that's what you get.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we'll have to just take a little bit of time and we'll take that into consideration. And I do see that your product does seem to be a bit better than a lot of the products on the market. So I'm really happy to see that. And I want to work with the best, but we should make sure the numbers make sense.
Yes, for sure. I do appreciate that. And it's really important to take your time and make sure it's the right business move for you. So let's say take a little time on it. Let's not let this wait too long just because I feel something connecting here.
Yeah,
So
and we're looking to make a decision pretty soon, probably at least within the week.
how about let's have another meeting tomorrow at 5:30. Would that work for you?
Yeah, I think that should work. I think that'll give us enough time to kind of discuss with all the members of the company and kind of figure out what direction we want to go into.
Awesome. Perfect. Chris, it was incredible talking to you. I really
Yep.
appreciate your time and I look forward to our business partnership once I get you tomorrow.
Yep. Likewise, Martin. I'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow at 5.
Have a good day.
Yep. You too.